Hey, welcome everybody. This is CP Cards and Dice, and welcome to a presentation of the 1999 National League Championship Series between the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets. And we're going to replay this game. It's Game 5. The Mets are down 3-1, so they're one game. They have their backs against the wall, and they're one game away from elimination. And the ball is going to go to Masato Yoshi to keep Mets' hopes alive. And for the Braves, it's going to be Greg Maddux, probably one of the top pitchers in the 90s. And you can even argue that maybe in history as well, one of the top 20 pitchers in history. So we're right about to get started. I'll go over the lineups for you. And the crowd is extremely excited here at Shea Stadium in New York, beautiful downtown Flushing, Queens. Hey there, Philip. How are you, my brother? Game 5, the Mets are staving off elimination. They need this game or else they're out of it. They came back yesterday. It was both Robin Ventura and John Olerud, who drove in the 4 Met runs, and the Mets barely squeaked by the Braves 4-3 in this afternoon's game earlier today. All right, it's going to be Gerald Williams leading it off. He's in left field. Brett Boone, second baseman, batting second. Batting third is Chipper Jones. Brian Jordan is the right fielder. Ryan Kolesko is the first baseman, batting fifth. Batting sixth is Andrew Jones, the center fielder. Batting seventh is Eddie Perez, the catcher. Batting eighth is Walt Weiss, the shortstop. And batting ninth is Greg Maddux. Let's see, what do I want to talk about? In the first game, game 1 of this series, it was the same pitching matchup, and Greg Maddux got the best of Yoshi. I believe the score was 5-0. Now we're going to roll to see, now this is History Maker Baseball, and it has a lot of very unique elements. You roll to see who the hot batter is, and the hot batter is going to be Chipper Jones, so he's going to get a certain advantage. And the cold batter is Brett Boone. He's going to be cold for the Mets. Oh, it's a 2, so that's going to be a hot batter. Edgardo Alfonso, the second baseman. And the cold batter is the 5th place batter, Robin Ventura. And now both teams are going to be semi-harmony. The Mets because their backs are up against the wall. And, of course, the Braves because they are one game away from eliminating the Mets. So there's no pressure on the Mets at this point. Things don't look good for them, so they're semi-harmonious, at peace, if you will. And of course, the Braves are looking forward to winning it all, so they're going to be on the upbeat. They're going to be upbeat. And we're ready to roll here, or roll or pull the FAQ because we're using fast action cards. Mets versus Braves, Game 5, October 17th, 1999. I printed out this scorebook using Digi Dugout. Digi Dugout gives you all box scores in the history of baseball. It's magnificent. And here's the pitch. It's a 2-3-6. We're going to look at the book. And let's not do that. There it goes, 2-3-6. And that's double control, right? It's Yoshi. Wait a second. Let's make sure everything's in place here. Yeah, it's Yoshi, double control. He is not even close to double control. Pitcher batting, no. It's ball 4. So Williams trots down at first base with a walk to lead it off. And it's a 166. And Workman, he's semi-Workman, and he is not Workman because there's no decider die. Ask me if Boone is a whiffer. He is a semi-whiffer. Let's see if we get that. And we do, and he strikes out. Curveball by Yoshi baffles Brett Boone, and now it's Chipper Jones. So 124, and that's going to say control pitcher. Yoshi is semi-control. And nope, we don't get the bullet. So ask me if he's eager. He is not eager. And it's going to be ball 4. So 2 walks by Yoshi here in the first inning, puts runners on first and second with only 1 out. Now, Mets definitely don't want to fall behind, but don't want to fall behind early either. I don't know if there's ever a good time to fall behind, right? Especially in an elimination game. We rolled a 246. That says control. He may be controlled, and he is not. Eager or sad sack for Brian Jordan. Eager, he's semi-eager, and he is not eager. So it's base on balls. So the bases are loaded, and it's going to be Piazza's going to go out to talk to Yoshi because he's really lost the plate here in the first inning. Bases are loaded, 1 out for Ryan Klesko. And here's Yoshi looks in for the sign, sets and deals. Infield is back there looking for a double play. It's a 2-3-6. 2-3-6, double control, no pitcher batting, no ball 4. Holy smokes. That's going to force in a run. Mets are down 1-0 so far. Next is Andrew Jones. Here's a pitch, 466. Uh-oh. Control pitcher, perhaps, and no. So it's going to be home run king or slugger, and he is a slugger, and strike 3. Yoshi, with the forkball, gets Andrew Jones to strike out here with the bases loaded. And Eddie Perez. Here's the pitch to the catcher, Eddie Perez. It's a 124 and a control. Potential control. No, again, no control. We haven't gotten 1 decider die, 1 bullet. And eager, he is semi-eager. Let's see if we get it here. Yes, finally, and that's popped up. Otherwise, it would have been another walk. And that's the first baseman, Olerud there. And the Mets and Yoshi get out of a major crisis with minimal damage, 1 run on 4 walks, and the Braves lead it 1-0. Wow. All right. Greg Maddux against Ricky Henderson. Here goes. 134. Ask me if gold catcher, there's no gold catcher there. Then is he champion? He is not champion. And it goes to outfield drama. Outfield drama, that's a separate chart. It's a 1-6. 1-6. Right fielder stoic. The right fielder is Brian Jones. I don't know that he is stoic. Brian Jones or Brian? Oh no, Brian Jordan, and he is not stoic. So on the 1-6 to the outfield, outfielder stoic? No. Otherwise, it's a diving play for an out in right field. Great play by Brian Jordan to retire Ricky Henderson. Edgardo Alfonso. It's a 246. And a 246 says control. Maddox is a double control. So that's going to be 2 outs. And that retires the side. No runs, no hits. We go to the top of the second. 2 outs on 1 pitch, on 1 play, because if you're double control, you get double results for that out. So you get a second grounder automatically. I really like that. It really speeds up the game, and it adds that dimension of a pitcher who really dominates in a particular area. I really like that. We don't want this to happen now. A lot of times it's the lighting. I've learned the lighting, once you adjust the lighting, this lighting gives us a lot of shadow, though. All right, so after 1, it's 1-0 Braves. It's going to be Walt Weiss, Greg Maddox, and then Gerald Williams. 666 for Walt Weiss. Ace, no. Sad sack. Not a sad sack. That's a deep drive glove. And gold outfielder, chance of making a catch. So deep drive glove. So we're going to pull a card. And it's a 6. And this is a ball that's pulled down the line into the corner right by the foul pole, and it's gone. Walt Weiss connects for a home run. And it's 2-0 now. Just got it barely above the right field wall. But this is the thing. This has a special result. It's got a special result on it. So the Gold Glove outfielder on the micro chart, it says so we're going to try to rob him of the home run. We're going to pull a card, see what happens. So 1, and it says he got it. He's out. So they look, and it looks like center field. This was the center field. The center fielder, a gold center fielder. Oh no, he's not gold. I was thinking of Andrew Jones. Okay, so he's not gold. So that's a home run. 2-0. And it's Greg Maddox. 115. And that's fresh. Now, I don't know that the Mets have any gold outfielders. Just let me, yeah, he's not gold. Moore is definitely not gold. He's a disaster. All right, 115 is going to say he's fresh. It's a pop-up to the infield. 1 out. Next is Gerald Williams. 2-2-3. And wild, no. Slugger or utility. He's a slugger. And a slugger lines out to short. Hit it right on the screws, but right at the shortstop, Ray Ordonez. He's gold, by the way. Robin Ventura is gold. John Olerud is semi-gold. So the Mets have a pretty good defense. And it's Brett Boone now. Pitch is 2-2-3. And 2-2-3 wild slugger utility. Brett Boone is semi-utility. Says he's not a utility. It's going to be line base hit. 2-out single for Brett Boone. And it's Chipper Jones. Here's the pitch to Jones. 3-4-5. Iron catcher, no good eye. He's not a good eye. And it's a strikeout. And that's going to take us to the right now mini chart. It's going to be Mike Piazza. And that is a 2-6. Hot pitcher. Let's see what he did. No, not hot pitcher. So it's a ball that's driven to right for a base hit. Leadoff single for Mike Piazza. Robin Ventura's next. It's a 122. And that says workman. He is not a workman. Champer whiffer. Ventura is neither. It's line and caught by the third baseman, Chipper Jones. Now it's Melvin Mora. Terrible. 456. And ask me if he's patient. He is not patient. It's a fly out to center field. 2 out. And that takes us to the team chemistry mini chart for Darryl Hamilton. And that's a 1-5. It says pitching team harmony. Well, they're semi-harmony. Let's see if they are harmony. And they are harmony. Outfielder makes a sliding grab of a looping liner for out number 3. Darryl Hamilton's a lefty, so that's a L9. So that's 1 run on 2 hits up there and no runs on 1 hit. We go to top of the 3rd. So this game starts to move. It's going to be Jordan, Klesko, and Jones. Jordan leading off with a 144 is what we pull. 144 is a flash. He's a semi-flash, so let's see if we get the – yep, we do get the bullet. Now the bullet shows up, but the 144 says we got to look at the goggles. And the goggles asks me, is he questionable or lenient umpire at home? Ed Montague's at home, and he's semi-lenient. Let's see. And it says, no, he's not lenient. So otherwise, it's strike 3. So Brian Jordan strikes out with a little help of Ed Montague. Must be a Met fan. Again, we get the, I got to keep a look, 166. And he's a potential workman. And it says, no, he's not a workman. So if he's a whiffer, if Klesko's a whiffer, he is not. That's going to be a ground ball third base. Up with it is Ventura, fires to Olerud. And it's Andrew Jones here in the top of the 3rd with 2 outs. Andrew Jones is going to take us to the red, which is the player experience mini chart. I'm going to pull a card. It's a 2-4 player experience. Icon batter. Andrew Jones. Not at this time. It was not an icon yet. So otherwise, it's a ground ball, shortstop. Charging it is Ordonez, throws on the run, and in time gets Andrew Jones by a step. No runs, no hits. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Ray Ordonez leading it off, 3-3-3. And that's utility or Satsack. He is not. That's going to be a line drive, pulled down into the corner in left field. And after it is the left fielder, Gerald Williams. Around second is Ordonez. He's going to try for 3. And the throw, it's dropped by the relay man. And Ordonez is in there with a stand-up leadoff triple. 1, 2, 3. So the Mets get a leadoff triple to start the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the pitcher, 136. 136 ace. Maddox is not an ace. Whiffer or Cole. Oh, he is a whiffer. That's a strikeout. Ricky Henderson, base stealing master extraordinaire, 134. And gold catcher, no champion. Is he a champion? He is not. 134 is outfield drama. It's See what happens in the outfield. Let's say one. It's like a 1-5. Yeah, 1-5. And that is going to say left fielder gold. Left fielder is Gerald Williams. I don't know what he is not. Oh, he's semi-gold. Let's pull a card and see if he's gold. He is not gold. So otherwise, it's a single to left and a run scores. 2-1 now. RBI single for Ricky Henderson. Edgardo Alfonso with Ricky Henderson on at first. Takes us to the team chemistry chart. Let's pull a card. 4-4 on team chemistry. It's 2-1 the score. Pitching team dissonance. No way, Jose. Otherwise, a deep fly to center field. Right there is Andrew Jones. He puts it away for out number 2. And that brings up John Olerud. He's one of the stars from yesterday's game. Drove in 2 runs with 2 doubles. 123. 123 says both flash and fresh. Well, he is semi-flash. And it says no. It's going to be a ground ball, shortstop. Walt Weiss up with it. Flips to the second baseman, Boone, for the force. And that retires the side. But the Mets pick up a run on 2 hits. It's 2-1, top of the 4th. Top of the 4th is when I quickly shuffle. We have a lot of cards here. I never get to all these cards, so just a big batch of cards. And I'm not going to take very long shuffling. There we go. All right. What is that? 1, 2, 3, top of the 4th. Perez, Weiss, and the pitcher. 4-4-6. 4-4-6 is a star. He is not Sat utility or patient. He is not 4-4-6. Line drive, base hit to right, excuse me. And it takes us to the player experience chart. Weiss, 4-4. And it says umpire calls timeout to examine the ball and discards it. Play resumes. Ball 4. First and second, nobody out. Uh-oh. And we're going to get a bunt. The bunt is right over here. Going to pull a number 5. On the 5, it says runner out, little comebacker to the pitcher. 1-4, sacrifice. Both runners move up. And this is going to force the Mets to bring the infield in for Gerald Williams. Mets are down by 1 here in the top of the 4th. This is an elimination game for the Mets. I'm going to pull a card. It's a 126. With the infield in, it says line to second base. Uh-oh. A line out. Playing in also reduces the chances for a successful bunt. If a player bunts with the infield in, any change a line out results on the main chart to a single and use the appropriate base running rules. So that's going to be line base hit, and the bases are going to be loaded. Infield in liner by Gerald Williams. Oh, no, that's going to drive in a run. There was a runner on third. Actually, second and third, so it's going to be first and third now. It's going to be an RBI. 3-1. Mets don't want to fall behind, too far behind. Don't want to dig a hole for themselves that they're not going to be able to get out of. Game 5. Wesley King, welcome, my friend. No problem, my brother. I understand. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello. It's appreciated. First and third, 1 out. 3-1 the score. Mets are going to continue with the infield in. Brett Boone, the batter. Here's a pitch. It's a 122. Ask me if he's a workman. He may be a workman, and the bullet says he is, and that is line base hit center field. That's going to bring in another run. Second baseman. So it's an RBI single. And stopping at second is Williams. First and second went out, 4-1. Braves. Chipper Jones, there's action in the Mets bullpen right now. He's allowed 4 men to reach that, make him a struggler right now. So it's a 2-3-6. 2-3-6, double control. No. Pitcher batting. No, it's a base on balls. This loads the bases. That loads the bases. And the Mets are going to check the bullpen. We got to pull him from here. We got to get out of this jam. This is a major jam. Who's up? Brian Jordan is up. He's a righty. We're going to bring in Turk Wendell, who's going to become an ace, an A pitcher. Turk Wendell comes in. And Yoshi went 1, 2, 3, 3 1/3. Can't keep him in anymore. Can't fool around. All right, here's the pitch. Bases are loaded. Infield is in. Brian Jordan, 146. Flash. Turk is flash. That's a strikeout. Blows one by. Blows a fastball 97 miles an hour past Brian Jordan, who's late with the swing. That's 2 outs with the bases loaded. It's 4-1 Atlanta right now. The Mets want to stop the bleeding. And it's Ryan Klesko as a lefty. We really would like to bring in a lefty here, but then we got a right. Then we got Jones. Yeah, next inning. We're going to let Wendell pitch to Ryan Klesko. Here's the pitch, 136. Uh-oh. Ace. He's not an ace anymore. A new pitcher would have been an ace. Whiffer or cold. He is neither a whiffer or cold. And that's going to be infield drama. Here goes. We roll a 5-6 infield drama. First baseman gold. He's semi-gold. Hopefully he is. And no, he is not gold. And otherwise, ball sails over his head. Batter safe at first on an error. So Oliver gets a glove on it, but doesn't hold on. It rolls away from him. That's going to score a run. And all runners move up, and it's going to be I guess it's not going to be an error on the first baseman, but an error, we'll say it's an error on the shortstop. He's a lefty, an error on the second baseman. So it's an error on Edgardo Alfonso. And you can pull a card and they'll tell you who it's on. Actually, the infielder would have been the third baseman. So we can write that in there. Error on the third baseman, Robin Ventura. Bases loaded. Andrew Jones. Oh, yeah, Andrew Jones is up. All right, here's the pitch from Turk Wendell, 245. And 245, ask me if he's a hero. He's a semi-hero. It says he's not a hero, so it's a pop-up. Second baseman, Alfonso's there for out number 3. So that was 2 outs, that was 3 outs, and that was 1 out here. But they pick up 1, 2, 3 runs. The Braves pick up 3 runs on 1 hit. 2 hits, 3 hits. 2 walks and an error. And they lead it by a score of 5-1. Mike Piazza against Greg Maddux. 2-2-6. Hit by pitch. If this comes up, nope. Cleanup batter, yes he is. That's a deep drive, left field. Back goes Williams to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. Mike Piazza connects. Brings the Mets within 3 now. $116. Ask me if he's fresh. I don't know. Is it a bull? No, he's not fresh. So it's going to be utility or sat-sack for Ventura. He's neither. It's line base hit. So now the tying run is on deck for the Mets. And it's Melvin Mora. Here's a pitch, 3.55. Struggler or gilded? No. Champion? Nope. It's going to be maybe a whiffer. He's a strikeout. For out number 1, Mora's down, swinging. Darrell Hamilton, pitch for Maddox, 244. Ace, he is not an ace. Champion, he's semi-champion. Decided Die says no. Man, Mets can't get a break. So it's a ground ball to short. And shortstop Weiss is going to flip to Boone for the force. That's all they'll get. On at first is Hamilton. Bottom of the 4th, 5-2. Braves. Elimination game for the 99 Mets. National League Championship Series. 236. Double control. He does have double control. That's a comebacker. Feels his position and that retires the side. So it's 1 run on 2 hits. Mets leave 1. And we go to the top of the 5th inning. Turk Wendell is still in there. He's going to face Eddie Perez. 134. Gold catcher, no champion. Perez is not. It's outfield drama. And it's a 2-2. It says center fielder Gold, not for the Mets. It's going to be a little blooper that drops in front of Hamilton. So single for Perez. Next is Weiss. 4.56. Patient is Weiss. Patient, he is not. 4.56 is a fly out the center field. Over is Hamilton with the catch. That takes us to team chemistry. It's a 4.5 on team chemistry. 4.5 batting team harmony. Could be harmony. Nope, they are not. Otherwise, it's a ground ball. And a 4 is going to be runners advance 1 base on a ground ball to the second baseman. 4-3. Over to second is Eddie Perez. That brings up the leadoff batter, who's 1 for 2 with an RBI and a walk. Gerald Williams, the ex-Yankee. Here's the pitch from Turk Wendell, 2-2-5. Number 99, Turk Wendell. 2-2-5. Is he a star? He is a star, so that's a comebacker to Wendell. And throws out Williams, and that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, 5-2. Braves. We go to the bottom of the 5th. All right, here the Wendell is up, so we're going to bring in pinch hitter. Just noticed that. And who are we going to call? Who are we going to call? The pinch hit. We have a lefty named Matt Franco. He's going to come in and pinch hit. Matt Franco. All right. Here's a pitch to Matt Franco. It's a 1-3-4. Gold catcher, no champion. He is not a champion. It's outfield drama. Outfield drama, a 6-6 as right fielder Iron. Right fielder is Brian Jordan. I doubt that he's Iron, but we'll take a quick check. Jordan is gold. So he's the opposite of Iron. So he is not Iron. So otherwise, a routine flyout. F9. 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 5-2 Braves. Game 5. of the National League Championship Series in 1999, actual lineups using History Maker Baseball. Rickey Henderson is up in the bottom of the 5th with 1 out. Rickey singled in the 3rd and flied out in the 1st. Here's a pitch, 133. Goes through the pitcher first. There's nothing there. Ask me if he's a slugger. He's a semi-slugger. And that's a deep drive, left field. Back goes left fielder Williams to the track, to the wall. It's out of here. 5-3 Mets now. Rickey Henderson took that fastball and drove it deep into the yard beyond the left field fence. This is Shea Stadium. No seats out there. Edgardo Alfonso, as far as I can remember, unless they put them in. Here's a pitch from Maddox, 246. Control, he's definitely control. It's a comebacker. And then up comes Olerud, and that's grounded to second. Boone, and that retires the side. Mets pick up 1 run on 1 hit. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Boone is leading off. We're going to need a new pitcher now for the Mets. Boone is a righty. Then we get a switch hitter. So we're going to bring in who are we going to bring in here? Let's see. We're bringing Cook. Pat Mahomes is going to come in. So Pat Mahomes is going to come in. And Wendell went 1 2/3, 1.2. So now it's going to be Mahomes. Against Brett Boone. Here's the pitch. 2-2-4. Pitching at home, it is. It's a pop-up. Shortstop Ordonez is there. 1 up, 1 down. 1, 2, 3. It says flash and fresh. And he is. That's a strikeout. And now it's going to be Brian Jordan. 256. Ask me if he's a struggler. He's not champion or patient. He's neither. Infield drama. See what happens in the infield. 2-4. Second baseman Gold. Alfonso. Is Alfonso Gold? It's a good question. He is not Gold. He's just no rating. So a 2-4. Second baseman Gold. He is not. Otherwise, it's a bobbled ball, batter safe on an error. E4. 2-out error. Second error of the game for the Mets. Ryan Klesko. 126. Fresh line caught by the second baseman, Alfonso. Leaping grab, made up for the error. And we go to the bottom of the 6th now. No runs, no hits. That's an E4. It's hard to read. All right. Mike Piazza is leading it off. Mike Piazza is 2 for 2, a home run and a single. Pitch from Maddox. So 125. Struggler, no. Patient. He's not patient. It's going to be a ground ball to third base. Up with it is Chipper Jones. High throw, but nice stretch by Ryan Klesko at first. Robin Ventura, 146. Flash, and he's semi-flash. Let's see if we get the bullet. We do not. So champion, Ventura is not a champion. It's a ground ball, chopped to second. Charging in is Brett Boone. Sidearms it to first for out number 2. And now it's Melvin Mora with a 135. A black 1 is a mini ballpark event. So we're going to look at the ballpark. We're going to pull a card. And it's going to say a 1-3. 1-3 small ballpark, no. It's a normal ballpark. Otherwise, first baseman makes a catch of a towering foul ball in the stands, reaching in, knocking over a fan's popcorn. And it's going to be a pop-up or a F3. And that retires the side. We go to the top of the 7th. So Mora flies out. And we go to the top of the 7th, and here's where we have to again shuffle. Let's try to loosen this up a bit. There we go, a little bit better. I got 2 sets of these. These are beautiful, beautiful cards. I love these fast action cards. This is Game 5 of the 1999 World Series, actual lineups. And this is an elimination game for the Mets, so they need to come back. It's 5-3 as it stands right now in the top of the 7th. It's Pat Mahomes for the Mets on the mound versus Greg Maddux for the Braves. All right, we're ready to roll. Using fast action cards. That's a 5-5-6. A 5-5-6. If Mahomes is an ace, he is not. Sack, Ryan Klesko. No, it's Jordan who's up. Jones, rather. Andrew Jones. He is not. It's going to be a ball that's pulled down the line. Pulled down the line into the left field corner. And around first and headed for second is Jones. Here's the throw and not in time. And we're going to see if he's active. He is. It's a leadoff double for Andrew Jones. He's 1 for 4 now. And Mahomes looks over at Jones. He's got a pretty big lead. Here's the pitch to Eddie Perez. It's high, but there goes Jones to throw down the third. Not in time. Piazza had to kind of throw around the batter, Eddie Perez. And that's a stolen base, and that puts a runner on third with nobody out. That's going to force the Mets to bring the infield in again. Here's the pitch. It's a 2-5-5. And as a star, he is a star. That's a strikeout. So Mahomes blows one by Eddie Perez for a big strikeout here with a runner on third base and nobody out. Now it's Walt Weiss. Here's the pitch to Weiss. 2-5-6. Struggler, no champion or patient. He's neither. Infield drama. Let's see what happens here. 2-3 infield drama. Second baseman, iron, no. Routine ground out with a runner at third. We rolled a 2. Runner at third, runners hold. So it's 4-3. And now the pitcher's coming up. The question is, do we pull Maddux? And I say no. He's basically our ace, if you will. He's pitching, he's retired 5 batters in a row. We could score another run, but we don't want to go to the bullpen. We still have 3 innings left. I say we leave him in, although this run would be huge. All right, odds, we pinch hit. Evens, we leave him in. Odds, we pinch hit. There it goes. So we're going to bring in a pinch hitter. Versus Mahomes, we're going to need a lefty. It's going to be Ozzie Guillen. It can also be Otis Nixon. And 1, 2, 3, it's odds. It's Otis Nixon. Nope. So it's going to be Guillen. He's coming up. So Ozzie Guillen is going to pinch hit here. So that's going to be the day for Maddux. He went 6 innings. Pinch hitter. All right. Pat Mahomes, and Mahomes is due up next inning, so they don't want to pull him right here. They'd love for him to go get this batter. So 145. 145 is a struggler. No, it's a ground ball to the first baseman. Olerud takes it himself and now retires aside. So the Mets get out of a critical situation with a runner on third and nobody out. They strike out Perez. bring the infield in and get Weiss to ground out to second base. And then the pinch hitter, Guillen, chops one to Olerud at first to retire the side. So that's no runs on one hit. We go to the bottom of the first. It's going to be a new pitcher for the Braves. And the Braves are going to bring in, let's see, Springer. Let's see, we got a Hamilton is a lefty, so we're going to bring in Remlinger, Mike Remlinger. He's a heck of a player. He's an ace, a semi-ace. So Remlinger's coming in the bottom of the seventh to face Darryl Hamilton. Here's the pitch. It's a 2.55. Star, he's not a star. Home run king. Ooh, that would be nice, wouldn't it? He's not a home run king, so it's a fly ball. Left field. Williams is there, makes the catch. Ray Ordonez now, 124. Control pitcher. Remlinger is not a control pitcher. Eager is not eager. It's a ball 4. So that brings the tying run to the plate now. And we're going to see a pinch hitter for the Mets against the lefty Remlinger. We're going to bring in Dunston, I guess. No, you know what we're going to do? We're going to bring in Roger Cedeno. He's a switch hitter, so Roger Cedeno comes in to pinch hit. So Cedeno, pinch hit, bottom of the seventh for pitcher. And the Braves are going to bring in let's see who they bring in. The Braves are going to bring in Springer. Russ Springer's coming in. He's a righty. So this one went 0.1, and now it's Springer. All right, so it's going to be Russ Springer versus Roger Cedeno, who's a switch hitter. Here's the pitch. .145. 145 says struggler. He's not a struggler. It's a ground ball. And it's going to be a ground ball to, he's a righty. He's batting lefty, first base. It's a 3-6-3 in time for a double play. And that retires the side. New pitcher for the Mets. Let's see who it's going to be. We got a righty. We got two lefties we don't want to bring in. We don't want to bring Benitez in either. Let's see. Patel, Leiter, the lefty, Hershiser. It's a tough one. The Mets have to bring in a lefty. There's nothing. We don't really have anybody else. Let's take a quick look at see who we have here. I'm going to look at the actual scorecard for 99. Who the Mets were bringing in. I see them with a lot of lefties. The Mets actually have Hershiser, who they bring in. Let's see if Hershiser's here. I don't know if I have a card for him. I could create a card for him. It's very easy to create a. There he is. No, I do have a card for him. So Oral Hershiser is going to be the new pitcher for the Mets. So Hershiser. And he's going to face Gerald Williams. Top of the 8th inning. The Mets are down 5-3. All right, here goes. Gerald Williams, 356. 356, same. Righty versus righty. Strike 3, Hershiser. Gets Gerald Williams to chase. Brett Boone, 146. Flash, he is not Flash. Champion, Boone is not a champion. It's a ground ball, second base. Up with it is Alfonso. 2 down. And now it's Chipper Jones. 244. Ace, he's not an ace. Champion, he's not a champion. And that's chopped to short. Charging in is Ordonez, throws on the run, and in time. Oh, gets Jones by a step at first base. Half a step. Luckily, we don't have any replays, because that may get overturned. No replays in 1999. History Maker Baseball, 5-3. Go to the bottom of the 8th, 5-3, Braves. Elimination game for the Mets, for the Amazons. Do they have the magic in their bones to forge a comeback here? It's going to be Ricky Henderson, Edgardo Alfonso, and John Olerud in the bottom of the 8th against Russ Springer. Here's the pitch. Ricky Henderson, 3.36. Ace or dynamic. Springer is neither. Sad sack utility or patient. He's semi-patient. He may walk. And he does. Ball 4. So Henderson fouled off the number of pitches that he needed to eventually get on base. And that's exactly what the Mets needed. They needed a runner on base because that puts the tying run at the plate in Edgardo Alfonso, with a lot of Mets being sluggers now. Alfonso's actually a slugger, so that's we roll a 233, and that's no, because he's a semi-star. That could be a home run. But there's a couple opportunities here for the Mets to launch one and to tie the game. Edgardo Alfonso versus Russ Springer. Here's the pitch. 5.55. Well, that's a good number for hitters. Oh, but with a star, semi-star. Let's see if we pull a bullet. It's a fly out to right field. Otherwise, oh, the game is tied. Oh, no, the bullet just killed me. That makes him a star. And that means it's a deep drive to right field, and back goes the right fielder. Jordan to the track, his back up against the wall. He leaps, and he brings it back. Robs Edgardo Alfonso of a game-tying home run. Oh, that was painful. That was painful. And that's been the story of the Mets in this series, to be honest with you. Every time there was a card pull that made the difference, you know, they got the worst. They got the worst of it. John Olerud, he's a lefty, and then we got a righty and then another lefty. And you know what? We're going to bring in a lefty here. I'm going to do some. Let's see real quickly here. Who's another lefty we have? Terry Mulholland is going to come in. He's going to pitch. I saw his card, and he's a lefty. I knew he was a lefty. Okay. So Mulholland is going to come in to face the lefty Olerud with a runner on base. So that was 1 inning and a walk, 1.0 and a walk by Springer. Now it's Mulholland. Hold on. He went 1/3, and then he went, yeah, okay. All right, so John Olerud versus Terry Mulholland. The runner's on first base, so John Olerud represents the tying run here in the bottom of the 8th. It's 5-3 Braves. Mets have been trailing the whole game. And we're going to pull a card. Here goes. So 136. 136. He's an ace because this is the first batter he's facing, and it's a strikeout. So great move by the manager, Bobby Cox, CP Cards and Dice. Mike Piazza with 2 outs. Piazza is a home run king, so he's got great power. He could tie this game with 1 swing of the bat. Here's a pitch from, well, because we don't want to bring in another pitcher because then we got Ventura, who's a lefty. But there's 2 outs in the 8th inning. You know what? We're going to bring in the closer, John Rocker. We want to close it out. We're going to bring in Rocker here. Oh, I put it in the wrong place. Got excited, put it in the wrong place. Let's fix that. There we go. All right, so it's John Rocker facing Mike Piazza here in the bottom of the 8th with a tying run at home plate in Mike Piazza. Here's a pitch. All depends on that card. 235. Wild. And I thought he was wild. He is not wild. Eager. He's not eager. So it's patient. Nope, it's chopped to second. Easy play for Boone. Over to first, and that retires the side. Wow, no runs, no hits. The Mets just missed tying the ball game by a hair. All right, Brian Jordan against Oral Hershiser. Here's a pitch, 122. Workman, he's semi-workman. And nope, he's not a workman, so champ or whiffer. He's neither. And that's line and caught by the third baseman, Ventura, L5. Nice leaping grab by Ventura. Shows his cat-like reflexes. 5-3, top of the 9th. Ryan Klesko, the batter, against Hershiser, 146. Flash. Hershiser's not Flash. Champion. Klesko's not a champion. So it's chopped to second. Easy play for Alfonso. 2 outs. And now it's Andrew Jones, 134. The goal catcher, no, there's none of that going on here. Champion, none of that. Outfield drama. Outfield drama, let's see what happens. We pull a 2-5. Center fielder iron, no. And it's a grab of a line drive in the gap. Center fielder Hamilton reaches out and makes a nice catch to retire the side. All right. So this is last licks for the Mets. They need 2 runs, otherwise they go home. Top of the 9th, there's no runs, no hits. It's John Rocker is going to face Robin Ventura, pinch hitter for Mora, and then Hamilton. Let's start looking at our pinch hitter. We'll probably bring in a lefty. Let's see. No, I don't know if we have a lefty that's worthy. Bobby Bonilla. Bobby Bonilla. I can't believe I'm playing on a team that has Bobby Bonilla. I love going back into the past, right? Gotta love the past, guys. Bobby Bonilla, I'm going to get a chance. He's the $1 million man. He gets $1 million every year for eternity. It's because of some crazy deal his lawyer, his agent worked out with one of the major loser owners of the Mets. So Robin Ventura, bottom of the 9th, it's 5-3 Braves. This is game 5. The Braves lead the series 3-1. So this is it. The Mets, with their backs against the wall, are going to bring up Ventura, a pinch hitter for Mora, and it's going to be Bonilla. And then Darrell Hamilton. All right, here goes. It's all in the cards. It's all in the cards. 156. 156. Is he a whiffer? Ventura is not a whiffer. Not too many whiffers back in the 90s. Outfield drama. All right, this gives an opportunity here. It's always an opportunity. 2-6. 2-6 says center fielder stoic. No, otherwise it's a grab. There's no way the center fielder is stoic. Andrew Jones. We're going to have to look at that. And it's a drive in the gap, and running it down is Andrew Jones. Yeah, he's a semi-active. F8. 1 up, 1 down for Rocker. 2 outs away from winning it. Bobby Bonilla will step in there. Say 3-3-4. And Acer Star, he's a semi-ace. Let's see if Rocker will get it. He does. That's popped up right side. First baseman Klesko. Squeeze it. So the Braves are 1 out away from winning it. And it's all in the hands of Darryl Hamilton. Here's a pitch, 1-1-3, and that's ace. Let's see if it's an ace, and he is an ace, and that's a ground ball, first base. Klesko takes it, and that's the ball game. The Braves go to the World Series. They're celebrating on the mound, mobbing Rocker. Huge celebration, but the crowd here at Shea Stadium is silent. And that's it. Mets are eliminated in 1999. The Mets, I'll tell you again, the Mets just did not have – they did not get the breaks. I'll tell you, again, I mean, there's so many opportunities like that one opportunity where if I would have pulled this bullet, the game would be tied right now. And I didn't. It was a blank, and that made it into a fly ball instead of a home run. So the Mets have had many instances where they've had chances to come back in games. They really didn't get blown out in any of the 5 games. But Rocker picks up a huge save. He goes 1.1. Gives up no hits, nothing all the way around. And Mulholland struck out 1, came in and struck out 1. Springer, he went an inning and walked 1. Wait a second. Yes, Springer went an inning and faced 3 batters. And Remlinger, he was the first one who came in. He went a third of an inning and gave up a walk. And it was Maddox who gave up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned ones. How many did he walk? Walked none. And struck out 1, 2, struck out 2. Faced how many batters? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24 batters. And then it was Remlinger who came in. He faced 2 batters. Mulholland faced 1 batter. And then 4 batters were faced by John Rocker. John Rocker gets the save. Maddox gets the win. And now we're going to look further into our game. And this is let me move the light a little bit. If I change it, usually adjust the pulsating. All right, so what I do here with the red, I look for all the strikeouts. Gives me kind of general sense of how it went for everybody. Gives me a chance to kind of recap the game in my own eyes. And it's very relaxing, actually. And I look at all the strikeouts. I do all the strikeouts in red. So all the red is done there. And I'm going to do all the hits in green. There's a hit there, a home run by Walt Weiss. This was the inning that really hurt the Mets. It was a single by Weiss, a single by Perez, a walk to Weiss, a sacrifice, and then it was a single and a single driving in each. A single for Williams drove in a run, and a single for Boone drove in a run. And those were two big runs that came in there. That made the score 4-. Actually, no, it was 3 runs that came in this inning. 3 runs came in this inning. One there, and then another one on the error. That error killed them. That error by Ventura. Mets made 2 errors. That's another one right there. So those are all the hits. Now the walks, really Yoshi came out of the gate really struggling with his control. As you can see in the first inning, he gave up 4 walks. He walked Williams, then he struck out Boone, and then walked Jones, Jordan, and Klesko. Struck out Andrew Jones, and then got Perez to pop up, but he forced in a run with 4 walks in that first inning. Then again, it was in the top of the 4th inning. 2 walks hurt him in that inning as well. So altogether, he walked 6 today. So those 6 walks really hurt Yoshi and the Mets. Did not bring his control to the game. Struck out 4. And how many did he face? Faced 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 batters. Gave up 2 earned runs. There was a single, walk, 1 out. Hit. That's 2 earned runs. That last earned run should have been an out. So he gave up 5 runs, but 4 were earned. Only 4 were earned. And 6 hits, I believe we said, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. Oh, no, wait a second. What am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hits. And then the 4 strikeouts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. All right, so then I continue, and it gives us the whole story of the game when you do this. I mean, this is good if you have time. I have plenty of time. And so this now I'm doing the brown are the ground outs. These are all the ground outs. And then finally, the blues are going to be the flyouts, or any out in the air. Pop-ups, line drives are going to be blue and flyouts. So this is a pop-up to the second baseman, fly out to the center fielder, pop up to the shortstop, line out, and a fly ball there. That's going to be it. So the only ones that remain uncolored are the errors. There's 2 big errors there. And now we're going to do the same thing at the bottom. And this is a fun and relaxing. Now, I don't know that I'll always do this in every game that I play. I just started to do this recently. Hey there, Bob B. I haven't seen you in a while. Jump the shark by playing HMB on your channel. I'm disappointed in you. Oh, I know you hate HMB. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. No, it's just I don't hate him. I enjoy it. I'll be honest with you. I like the language. It's very realistic results. It's very exciting, very dramatic. It's got a role. It plays a role. It's not for everybody, man. Bob, it's not for everybody. But and I respect that. If it's not for you, it's not for you. I play it sometimes. I haven't played it in a while, but I'm starting to play it again. I want to play 2019, even though I have 2019 in so many sets now. But every year, I always go to History Maker Baseball to get my first, following year, my new season set, because they come up with the set like a month before the season's over. I really like that. So let's look at the hits for the Mets. Piazza had 2 hits, a home run and a single. Ordonez had a triple. Home run was also by Ricky Henderson. And that's going to be it. So that's had 5 hits. And it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits for the Braves. 5-3 final. So it was Atlanta 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors. The Mets 3 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors. Mets have been eliminated from the American National League Championship Series. And we're going to grab there's another hit there that I missed. There's an extra hit that the Mets have that I didn't give them credit for. So you got to pump that one up by 1. It's going to be 6 hits, 3 runs, 6 hits. Any more walks? Yep, found another walk right here. And then the rest are going to be flyouts and groundouts. The flyouts are in blue. And there's a couple of ground balls here in the first, a couple more in the fourth, a couple more in the fifth, a couple more in the sixth. Big double play in the bottom of the seventh, another one in the eighth, and to end the inning, to end the game, it was a ground ball to the first baseman, Klesko. And that's it. The Braves go on to the World Series, the 1999 World Series. I think they're facing the Mets, are they? No, the Yankees. That's what I meant. The Yankees. I think they're facing the Yankees. I just found another ground ball right here. I believe that's who the Braves will face, the New York Yankees. I picked up this set from History Maker Baseball for like $7. They made all the teams that played in the 99 playoffs. And they were selling it for like, it was a PDF. You pick it up for like $7. And this was like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, something like that. I don't remember when it was. And I haven't really used it that much. I think I played this series once before, and the Mets also lost. So I was a little bit disgusted. I never played it again, but I came reinvigorated, and I wanted to see if the Mets could win it. The Mets weren't close. They lose 4-1. They just don't have the pitching. That's one of the things that kills the Mets in this series is the pitching. They all have terrible pitchers. Bob says, I'm joking. All right, ever play Pine Tar? Bob, I'm looking at Pine Tar. I was actually looking at it last night. I'd like to have and I will contact you for more advice on that. It looks like a game that I would potentially like, and it has some seasons that I'm interested in. So I can buy the set, like the actual hard copy, for $23, and a couple of teams, so I can test it out. And I think I'm going to go for that. I haven't gotten something in the mail like that, like a toy, in a while, and that gets me all excited. Like, it takes me back to when I was like 13 years old, waiting for, the mailman. I haven't done that in a while, so I think I'm doing that. So if you recommend it, if you think it would be interesting for me to do that. You haven't played much Inside Pitch lately? No, I've been going through all my different games. Inside Pitch is next. But once I get into Inside Pitch, I really enjoy it, and it's hard for me to pull myself away from Inside Pitch. Plus, I'm playing an Inside Pitch league, so I still play Inside Pitch every month for like 6 or 7 games. Yes, Bob. I will play a game over Zoom. Which Which game? Because we're talking about two, pine tar or inside pitch. Let me know. We can go over Zoom and we can roll on. There's what's it called? Rolls. ROLZ. You bring it ROLZ.org. You bring that up, and it allows you to input your dice. And then we can use that, and we can talk. We can even talk over the phone. You don't have to use Zoom. Yeah, message me on Facebook. Please join our Facebook Payoff Pitch group, and it's called the Network. It's called the Payoff Pitch Gamers Network. And then also join Deep Drive Baseball Network, Deep Drive Baseball. Join those two groups for us. We like to hear from you and know a little bit more about you and get your input and just hang around and lurk. It doesn't matter. Whatever is good is good. Yeah, so we can call each other, and then we can just use roles. That's another way of doing it. It's probably simpler than setting up a whole Zoom meeting or a Hangouts meeting. Don't really need to do that. It's not necessary. We can just use the phone, and then we can use roles, and then I can see your roles and you can see my roles, and then that's how we do it. Yep. So we're going to do that, Bob. Let's do it for sure, and we'll start talking about it tonight. And right now I'm going to take a break. It's 9 o'clock. So I'm going to take a break. This is my third game today, I believe. My third or my second game today. Not sure. And I'm going to play another couple of games, or at least one more tonight. I don't know what it's going to be. Not sure yet. But I may move on to inside pitch again. So I may have to go back to the 1976 Yankees, who are doing super well in our replay. And that's it. This is CP Cards and Dice signing off. The Mets are eliminated from the 1999 playoffs. They are eliminated 4-1. Status Pro Advanced. Well, I play Status Pro. Just in the last week, I played 3-4 games of Status Pro. I just didn't play Advanced. 75 Reds and 84 Cubs. Very good. Sounds good. I just played the 75 Reds the other day with History Maker Baseball to get back into it. I haven't played it in a long time. In 6 months, I haven't played this game. And I like it's a lot different than every other game, but I really like it. Unfortunately, the Mets lost, so I'm a little disappointed. So now I'm going to blame the game. Game sucks. My team lost. All right, so this is CP Cards and Dice, guys. I will talk to you very soon. I'm going to take a break. Get myself a big glass of water, ice water, and we'll see each other very soon. Thanks for stopping by. Stop that. That drives me crazy when it starts pulsating. Here, let me fix it. Lighting helps it. There's a lot of different things. All right, take care, guys. Mets are eliminated.